Hey, what's up, guys? Listen, what you're about to watch is like a 30-minute phone call with somebody that I gave some of my time to in return for a little support they showed me. But if you are getting started out and you're still trying to figure some things out, I think you're going to get a lot of value out of this. Enjoy. What's up, guys? So one of the things that I promised some of you for buying one of the proof bottles that we sold to Target was giving you some of my time and trying to help you through some of your questions, giving you some advice, giving you some like whatever it is. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm getting ready to call a gentleman who's got a clothing brand who wanted a little bit of guidance. So that's what I'm about to do now.
Hello?
Yo, Dennis, what's up, man? This is Beav, Brodie.
Hey, what's up?
How's it going?
Man, we've been playing like text tag and
Yeah, I know, man.
all these other tags and stuff. I just get so busy sometimes.
I hear you. I know the struggle. It's all good.
So what's up? I appreciate you taking some time out.
Yeah,
every
man.
day. I know you're pretty busy and stuff, but yeah. I don't know. I guess I had a whole bunch of questions in my head,
Sure.
and then now that you're on the phone, I kind of went blank.
Brain fart. Yeah, that's cool. Well, let's just talk. I mean, tell me more about your business, right? So you've got a clothing brand. I saw. I took a quick look at some of that stuff. It looked good, kind of first initial impression. But digging deeper into it, I guess reverse engineering what you're trying to get out of it, or what you're trying to accomplish, or what you want to happen or don't want to happen.
Yeah.
Just tell me more about that. How you got started, what you're doing now, like.
Yeah, I mean, Denrich Apparel, I wanted to, I quit my job. I was working with Publix for like 17 years, and I just hated it. So it was just time to get out and do something new, and I wanted like a patriotic clothing company that sells, patriotic stuff for like the gym and stuff and outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
The material is pretty good quality material. It's like moisture wicking, it's very soft and light material and stuff. So the material I know I got down right, but now it's just, it's my first business. I don't really know, I can manage stuff, but this is like a whole new ball game when you actually got, like business and doing all the marketing and all that other good stuff.
Yeah, it can definitely be a challenge. I get it.
Yeah, it's challenging. I understand it can be a challenge. It's not going to be easy. But I guess I know I need to do like some more B2B marketing. I'm hoping that might help. Trying to get some other products on there to help drive people onto the website. Stuff like that. So there's just some stuff. I know I need some new varieties and stuff, like more hats and stuff. I'm just afraid of putting more investment in this stuff.
Yeah. I don't think you need to go real wide with your product line, to be honest with you. Tell me again, what's the website domain again?
denrichapparel.com. So I'm using Squarespace, and Squarespace was pretty user-friendly. I mean, considering I don't really know what I'm doing, I'm not all that technical on making websites, but...
Right. Hang on one second, let me...
But I took what you got in that last video, that video that I commented on, giving value to the customer, and basically when they put an order in, I created a code, so like next time you come around, 15% off and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I just did that the other night, and
so
what was another thing?
On that, to that point, that is a retargeting thing, or they're coming back. How are you showing them that 15% off?
Well, I put it on the invoice, so when they get the invoice, it's like, hey, here's the order number.
Gotcha.
Thank you so much. Here's 15% on your next order, just to kind of regenerate another customer.
I gotcha.
And I don't know why I didn't think about that from the get-go, because I have like so many invoices that could have went on, but I just never really thought of it till now. And that video that, kind of bringing value, and I'm always trying to give value to the customer. I'm not, I'm expecting nothing from them. I don't expect them to come, return to me.
Are you?
So I'm trying.
So to that point, that's not a lost cause.
Yeah.
Because all the people that you haven't done that for, it's not a lost cause because you have their email addresses. You should, right, from their orders. You can email marketing is huge. Having the ability to go back and send all those other previous customers, however many it is, that could be 10, 20, 100, 1,000, 2,000, I don't know how many you got, but it's, you can export that. Like, are you using an email marketing service like MailChimp or something like that?
Yeah, MailChimp is what I'm doing. I usually send out just sales, and I don't really like doing a whole lot of emails. Like,
I know it.
certain companies, hell, you get like an email every single day from them, but I do it maybe every other week. I don't really like, doing too much on that, I guess you could say, because it's just over.
Right, you're like empathetic to like people. You don't want to look real spammy and all that kind of stuff. But to be honest with you, I heard a guy once that sends an absurd amount of emails and generates a ton of revenue from it. Said you're not sending enough emails if they aren't unsubscribing.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, and I still don't send that many emails. Even with that said, I'm the same way. Like, I have a lot of automated stuff that goes out. So there are emails going out all the time based on. So, like, we have a win-back email, for example, which is kind of like what you're trying to accomplish, is getting somebody to come back and make another purchase. And it goes out some predetermined time after they make a purchase based on what they've purchased. So if they bought a diaper bag, are you familiar with my business?
The Tactical Baby?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I wish I had it when my kids were. My kids, I got a 3, she'll be 3, and then my son will be 5 this year. So I wish I would have had something like that, because I really didn't like sporting the mommy type.
Right.
So I wish I had it when I did have younger kids, but I got a buddy, he's going to have his 4th one here pretty soon, so I'm trying to
very cool
get him on board, because I think that stuff's awesome.
Yeah. Okay, well, anyways, I'm not trying to sell you on that, but what I'm getting at is we send emails based on what somebody's bought and then a predetermined time after they've purchased it. So if you bought a diaper bag from me and you didn't buy, let's say, the changing mat, 30 days or 45 days, or I don't remember how long it is now, you'll get an email saying, hey, we know you love your diaper bag. The changing mat is a great accessory to go with it. And you can buy it now and get 15% off, right? So it's kind of a win-back email. Like, let's get them come back and make another purchase. Let's increase the lifetime value of this customer by getting them to buy something that complements what they already have. And let's give them a discount because they're already an awesome customer. Yada, 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 right? So putting automatic stuff in place, that way you're not sitting there trying to think about it yourself. Like, if they bought a t-shirt and they didn't buy a hat, send them an email 30 days later. It's like, hey, I know you love your t-shirt. Let's, check out these hats. We've got, 3 different styles of hats and you can save 10% off, or, whatever the case is. But that stuff goes out every single day when somebody falls into that funnel. So you might only, a very small percentage of those people are going to get it if they fall into that category of, if they bought a shirt but didn't buy a hat 30 days ago. You might only be 1 or 2 people a day are getting it, but that'll start to generate 1 or 2 orders a day or something, depending on how many people are in that funnel. But even if you got 5 extra orders a week out of that, that's still 5 extra orders. Sure. You know what I mean?
Right now it's kind of just like a sit still right now. I haven't had any orders in the last probably 3 weeks.
Right.
So I'm just trying to reach out with people. Like I said, I don't know if like B2B marketing would help. Get brands on there.
Yes and no. Big thing.
Don't know.
Yeah. Are you doing any marketing in general, like direct to consumer marketing?
I'm just doing right now, as far as for my marketing, I did have a NASCAR sponsorship, and so he was really helping me out with. I have my name. I mean, you can scroll down on my Instagram, because Instagram is like way more hot than Facebook right now.
Yeah.
Just with the way things are. But you can scroll down on my Instagram, you'll see that I have my name across the car. That's on national television. But I kind of.
But it sounds like it's not really doing a lot for you.
It's not, because I'm paying you sponsorship money so you can help me build my brand, but you don't have to be. I'm a NASCAR driver, kind of like Cocky. He was like Cookie and stuff. So I'm like, I can't work with someone like this. This is not what Denrich represents. This is the way we are. So it really didn't work out anyway. So I'm kind of glad we're kind of, done with it. But I am also running Social Bloom, which is helping me out reaching people automatically, because I was spending at least 3 hours, 4 hours a day, liking people, commenting, doing all that for the sense. And then social boom has been helping me take that away off my plate so I can do other stuff.
Are you not doing any Facebook marketing? Like Facebook and Instagram ads?
Yeah, I've been running ads, not as much as I did when I first left ground. I put a few thousand into Facebook and Instagram ads, and now it's kind of simmered down because the money's not really there no more, the way it used to be when I first started. So I'm still running ads, Facebook ads and Instagram ads, but just not as much as I used to.
Are you retargeting people on that have come to your website? Or do you have the Facebook pixel on your website?
Yes, because when I'm pretty sure I see my contact logo on my pixel. I'm pretty sure I have that because I have it all set up through Squarespace.
Right.
So
the biggest thing for you to keep in mind, right, is that people don't know about your brand unless you're telling them about it. Mm-hmm. So, you need to be marketing to the consumer that you want to purchase it. I don't know that I would do much B2B marketing unless you're collaborating with another brand that can help give you exposure. Okay. That's the only reason I would do any B2B anything. Is to collaborate with another brand, collaborate with, a company like mine, or collaborate with, whoever it is. Probably not another apparel company unless you're doing something together. But even like a firearms, or like, I don't know what your the DNA of your company is. So patriotic clothing for gyms and outdoors. So like if you got with an outdoor company or a CrossFit gym with a big following or something, and collaborated with them and tried to get a shout outs from big accounts to help give you some exposure, influencers, things like that is really good. On a kind of a B2B sort of exposure, collaborating efforts. But the biggest thing is marketing to your direct consumer, telling them about your brand. Mm-hmm. The thing is that cold traffic doesn't convert. So retargeting people with Facebook and Instagram ads is where you're going to make all the money. If you set up an ad, and I don't know if you've seen any of my videos, I've got tutorials on how to do this on my YouTube channel. But like setting up ads to retarget people who've been to your website but haven't purchased. Okay. And retargeting them, and it sounds like at this point you could probably get away with like $5 or $10 a day retargeting people, and that'll start moving some more shirts for you. If you do it right, if the content is right and the sales copy is correct, and I don't know what the price point is on this stuff. Let me look at something here. How much do you sell? $25?
I tried taking like a kind of like the middle. It's like $25 for sure. I thought about maybe lowering it, maybe like $1 or $2, just to try to see, because I've been looking at just what other people, Black Rifle Company. I know they're a huge company, right? And that's something I would just love to do, is brewing, roasting my own coffee down the road. But I tried looking at them, all the 9-line.
They're all pretty pricey.
Yeah, they're all pretty pricey, about $25. So I got them about $25, and I thought about maybe lowering it to maybe $24, maybe $23, because still it's going to put me at like a 50% margin if I do lower it a few bucks.
I wouldn't do that, but what I'm looking at right now, I'm just going through your whole checkout process on your website. This is actually pretty good. What? Okay, so you're $3.90. I would offer free shipping if you can afford it.
Yeah, I did launch free shipping when I first did it, and then probably February I switched back. But that's probably something else I could probably.
Why'd you switch back?
That's not a problem. Well, because I was starting to generate some more sales, and I did lose like flat rate shipping, like $4.99, or I had it at $3.99.
That's what it's at right now.
Yeah, I had it at $3.99. So I have super cheap shipping. Because I even did like a test from like Freedom Industries, and then of course I order from Black Rifle all the time to see what their shipping is, and they're charging I think $6 or $7 for one T-shirt.
There's a big difference though between Black Rifle and you. Black Rifle's got a huge brand, people are gonna pay right now. Yeah, people are gonna pay whatever Black Rifle tells them it's gonna cost, because they have They have done a very good job of branding their business, and they can command a price like that. But for somebody like you that doesn't have that brand recognition, that people aren't like lining up at the door to come buy your stuff yet, that shipping cost is the number one reason for abandoned carts on a website.
Oh, okay.
So you're $25 for a shirt, and another $4, another like $29 into buying a T-shirt from a brand that is going to have a hard time commanding that price. But if you offered free shipping, I think that alone would be good. I also happen to notice on the website that, and you may want to see what options you have on the website, but like when you hit, like, let me go back to shop now, and you go to a product, and you hit add to cart, it doesn't take you to the checkout page. And you probably saw this in my last video where I talked about how each page has a job.
Yeah, it all has its purpose. Like
So,
the front page is,
yep.
Yeah.
When you hit add to cart, it just says added. I don't know if Squarespace has the ability to do this, but if when you hit add to cart, it takes you to the shopping cart automatically.
Okay, I'll have to see if there's some type of setting.
If it does not, I would highly suggest and consider moving from Squarespace to Shopify. Shopify is like the number one e-commerce platform, period.
I mean, have you been on that one?
Yeah.
Have you used that one? Because I'm talking about for like user friendly and stuff.
It's so user friendly and intuitive. It's silly. That's what I'm on. That's what I've been on. That's what Black Rifle's on. That's what like everybody's on Shopify.
Yeah. Okay, maybe I'll consider that.
They're set up far better for e-commerce than Squarespace. Squarespace is more for like informational blog, not even blogs, but like if you have you're like an architecture firm and you want to show off your work and get people to contact you and it's just more informative, you know what I mean? Then Squarespace is great. If you're a web designer and things like that, like Squarespace is excellent. But for like doing sales and e-commerce, Shopify is where it's at. It integrates with everything. It's got apps for everything. It's far more capable. It has much better conversion rate optimization built into it natively. It's better for SEO. It's super fast. There's a lot of really, really good things.
Okay, cool. I'll check that out.
Help Shopify be it the really and don't spend a bunch of money on a theme. Like there's a bunch of free themes on Shopify, and there's themes that can cost you $180, $200, $400. You don't need like.
I can't do that anyway.
No. But like what I'm getting at is like I've processed millions of dollars through Shopify on a free theme.
Okay.
So you don't need to spend a bunch of money on it.
Makes sense.
I would get the mid-level Shopify plan probably that offers a little bit more functionality. I think it's like $50 a month or $75 a month. You can get the cheapest one on there is like $29 a month, but you don't get the ability for like abandoned cart emails and things like that.
Yeah, and I really don't have a whole lot of abandoned cart. I got probably about $100 worth. Like it's not crazy.
Right.
But I pay about $50 so I can pay for the abandoned cart and the gift cards. Mm-hmm. So I tried marketing with like gift cards, digital gift cards and stuff. So.
Right. I would push as much traffic to your website as you can for as cheap as possible. And then you need to just make sure the website's on point, make sure the conversion funnel through your website, like I was talking about, like when you hit add to cart, that it takes you and tries to get you to spend your money and make it as easy as possible for people to spend money.
Okay, that makes sense.
You know what I mean? Retargeting people with Facebook ads, abandoned cart emails, setting up your MailChimp to have some automation so that things are just happening and you're not having to deal with it because you're one person. You're already saying, you're already saying that you're spread thin and trying to do it all. So there's how many orders are you processing like in a week or a month right now?
Well, the last 3 weeks I haven't had any orders. But for consistent, like, one order, 2 day, one order, maybe 2 orders a day.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, it's been at least a month, and it's just kind of been dead.
Slow
so
down.
I've been trying to reach out with people, and people that know, you have an established business, like people that knows what they're doing. Because this is my first business, I can build up everything and have the drive and everything, but if I don't really know what the heck I'm doing, it's just inexperience. So,
Right.
So yeah, I'm just trying to reach out with people now. I'm just trying to see what I'm doing wrong, see if I can get like a second opinion. And
Are you doing anything else?
suggestions.
Is this your only thing? Like, is this a side hustle for you, or do you have another job?
Well, yeah, I had to get a part-time job. So I work at Palmetto State Armory. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that.
Yeah, dude, I know those guys well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do. So I gotta. It's kind of like in the line of work, with guns and connecting with people. And they let me put some business cards. And I got brochures and stuff in the store that I'm at. So
Which store are you at?
I'm at the Magnolium location.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, I got a part-time job, and just because I need to pay my mortgage, and it didn't. Benwich didn't take off, as fast because I know I have to have patience. I get excited when I get into stuff, and
but
I gotta have patience and stuff.
But you were doing things in the beginning that helped. It sounded like it was helping move some shirts, and you quit doing that, right? Like you said, you pumped some money into Facebook. If you have enough of a customer base, currently, like all your customers that have already bought from you, how many customers do you think, email addresses do you think you have?
Well, in my MailChimp, I got about 50, and then there's like a 45% open rate that I have.
That's good.
For what I do. So it varies because I just laid one out just the other day, and it was just like yesterday or the day before that, and I got like a 23 so far. But usually I'll get about a 40% open rate.
That's a really good open rate. Is anybody purchasing when you send that? Okay.
No, usually no. And like I said, I'm talking about when I first launched. My first month, I probably dropped about $3,000 just in. I mean, it was a lot of damn money.
Yeah.
But I dropped a lot because I wanted to kick off everything, strong, and get my name out there because nobody knows what Denrich is, other than the people that. Because I even sent out free T-shirts, like marketing to influencers, like, hey, if they have like at least $5,000 or 5,000 followers, and they're getting about a few thousand likes per post. I've been sending them messages on Instagram, and I've given away a lot of shirts to influencers and stuff, and really no big brand people, except for one big guy. He's like an ex-Olympian and stuff, and he's kind of further down on my Instagram. But yeah, I've reached a lot of people just from doing that.
Right.
But it's not generating any sales. I mean, I know likes aren't going to pay the bills.
No, and that's the thing. You know what I mean? Even number of followers, like, and if you've been watching any of my content for any length of time, like, I preach that, like, I don't care how many followers I have. You know what I mean? I want buyers. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so if I only have 1,000 followers, but they are all buyers, I'd rather have that than have 100,000 followers and have like 10 buyers. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really worried about followers or likes. I'm not really.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get the content out there.
What I would do if I were you, like, the content is good. It's not bad content, but I would show more cool, like, activities, like, getting other brands in some of these photos, like stuff in the gym, like if you can tag Rogue or if you can tag, any of these other fitness companies, fit them into your content, tag them, try to get them to repost it. Stuff like that. Unfortunately, it's just so much harder now to break through the noise because everyone's on Instagram and Facebook.
There's tons of noise out there.
And breaking through it's very, very difficult. So you just have to get really creative with it. You've got to get out and network. You just need to make sure you're getting the message out there. Selling T-shirts online is so much harder than it looks.
Yeah, it is.
It's hard.
It definitely is.
It's
been about 6 months now. I think I've been live, so I'm learning a lot to do the thing, and I need to get some awesome video content.
Video crushes it, man. I mean, how do you think the Article 15 and Black Rifle, created such a brand? they had funny videos. The same way
Yeah.
that the man spot got discovered and blew up
Yep.
because of funny videos. The same, like, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
that's
it
how
is.
you break through the noise. You know, find your style. Find, you know, what kind of content you can create that's going to speak to your audience. You know, maybe you have the ability to do something on YouTube. Maybe you can leverage your job at PSA. Maybe you can, like, you know, I don't know
Yeah.
what that is exactly for you without digging a little deeper, but you
Yeah, I
just,
need to meet people. I need to get somebody that's kind of more creative than I am, because I don't know how to do everything. I need to learn.
what's your strong suit? What are you really, really good at within your business? Is it creating t-shirts and doing that stuff? Is it more the business side of it? Is it marketing? What's your...
Yeah, because I can. Like I said, I have like 17 years. I can talk to people. I mean, I am super nice. Awesome talking with customers and stuff like that. I created all the shirts just from scratch. I mean, I like doing that. There's really nothing that, it's just kind of being creative on videos and marketing, because I don't really know how I am with my content. I mean, like where I said, I don't think it's bad, but I'm just trying to do something different. But I really don't know what my strong would be. I mean, my strong point, I just know I'm not really that creative when it comes to video. So I would like to do videos, but then video editing is kind of where
It's a whole
I kind of
nother...
lack.
Yeah.
I kind of lack video editing and creating like a video, basically. Because I found called promo videos.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's called. Those have been helping me out with some videos, because the video is already done, and I just have to basically put a message in there. I'm just trying to do like quick little 30-second videos. Because the attention thing is another thing too. People are scrolling, and I want them to stop and watch a 30-second video or a 15-second video just to get the message out there.
It's tough.
So,
Are you well educated in anything that you could bring more value to your customers, whether it's fitness or, any other outdoor activities or shooting? Shooting's tough. I say that because everybody, Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, are all like cracking down on gun content, which makes things very challenging, and I get that. But if you can become a resource around something that you have a lot of knowledge that will keep people coming back, educate people around something that still pertains to your brand, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes sense. I've been working out all my life, so I teamed up, not teamed up, but I over here at Move, one of the manager guys. He's doing some. I gave him some free stuff, and he was doing some posts. So he was basically working for free stuff, for post. He was doing a lot of posts for me. So he's really involved with a lot of people in the fitness world.
If you can put out content around fitness, because fitness is huge, and if you can dumb it down, like you've got kids, if you can dumb it down for like new parents, and you're struggling to get any kind of exercise in because you're not getting any sleep, like here's a little something to keep you moving, or here's a stretch that this or that, or whatever that people can relate to and people can get behind, that'll keep them coming back for more information. Same way, I've really built my personal brand on educating people about e-commerce and about marketing and how to optimize websites and how to actually make money. Same way we do with Tactical Baby Gear, with putting out parenting advice or funny videos that keeps them coming back. What's going to keep them engaged? What's going to get them excited to see something new? Trying to figure out where your place is. And maybe you're not good on camera and you don't want to be on camera, or maybe you're better at writing, that I don't know. Or is it video format? Is it a podcast? I mean, it's the same old shit, and it works. It works. And sometimes you just have to hear it a different way to make for it to click, or you have to hear it from somebody else that started at the bottom. I don't know, but
it makes sense.
It all of it. It's just like, do it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you've got to just get out in front of people and let them know that your brand exists, and then get them sold on the brand's DNA. Hey, we're into the outdoor lifestyle and fitness and hanging out with our kids and drinking beer and like whatever it is that you guys are into and what your brand's all about. There will be people that are into the same thing, And like you said, you just need to be patient too. You know what I mean? But it's not necessarily like if you build it, they will come. You're still gonna have to go out and get it too. You know what I mean?
You have to. And I know it's gonna be hard work when I quit Publix. You know, I was like, this is probably gonna be the hardest thing I ever did, but at least I'm gonna be happy when I'm doing it.
Yeah.
'Cause I was just miserable.
For sure.
17 years is a long time being in the company, and then just to say, forget this crap. I'm doing it my way. It's my life.
Yep.
So.
Here's another good hack is doing giveaways. If you've never done a giveaway before, do a giveaway. That'll help bring awareness. Collaborate with another patriotic brand. Combat Flags is a good one that I think I would try to get together with. That dude's super cool.
Okay.
He makes like multicam flags and some other really cool camo pattern American flags, and he's like a smaller business, similar to you, that's trying to like, grow and stuff like that. So you guys, that could be a good collaboration, I feel like, because you're in the same world, but you're not competing with each other. Get him to throw in a flag and, whatever. And that's what I would do. I'd try to collaborate with some other people, do a giveaway collaboration, getting exposure that way, creating shareability, make sure that people have to share, sharing things on Facebook. Do you have what's your following like on Facebook? It's much smaller than Instagram probably?
Yeah, Facebook, heck, I started that at the same time I did Instagram, and I got probably about 660 people, basically following on there. But, heck, I've been gaining about 1,000 people per month now on Instagram, so I just reached over a little over 3,000 people. So
it's crazy how much
engagement.
Crazy how much more.
And it's just there's so much more of a life, I feel like, on Instagram. Instagram's hot right now, I feel like.
Especially in that community, there's more ability on Instagram for discovery.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the
like
fact
hashtags
are huge because you have the ability to go through those hashtags like you've been doing and liking and commenting and putting your brand in someone else's phone.
Yep.
You
that's
can't.
That's what I do too.
Facebook's powerful with just the advertising. Facebook ads is where it's at, and all of our engagement same way. All of our big engagement is on Instagram, and all of our revenue comes through Facebook.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I would really suggest making sure that you have everything in line with your Facebook pixel. Do some retargeting ads. Retarget people who've been to your product pages and have not purchased. And then make sure that you have some email marketing in place. Make sure that your abandoned cart stuff is in place. Incentivize things, free shipping on the website. See if you can get the website to go directly to the cart when they add to cart.
Okay.
And I think that those few things would be super beneficial for you. Cool?
All right. Yeah, I really appreciate your time. I know you don't have much time.
It's all good, man.
I sometimes don't have a lot of time, but
Listen,
really
I appreciate you. Cool, man.
I appreciate it 100%, man.
Absolutely, no problem. Don't hesitate to reach out if you need something, and I appreciate your support as well.
Yes, sir. No problem.
All right, buddy. You got it. Talk to you soon.
All right, bye.
You guys heard all that. To really wrap that up and to summarize it, it just goes back to the same thing, right? Just making sure that you're getting your brand in front of people, in front of the people that you think are going to buy it, in front of the correct demographic. You want to do it as cheap as you can. So whether that's, through collaborations, giveaways, shout outs from influencers. If you know somebody that can get you in with somebody that you can give a free t-shirt to for a shout out, or providing some, value back to them. Don't just go asking for a shout out. It's not going to happen. But if you can provide some sort of value to them in exchange for a shout out, that's huge. Email marketing to past customers is free. It doesn't cost you anything. So that's huge. Take any friction away. Take away the barriers of entry to making a purchase. So if you have the ability and you have the margins in whatever you're selling to offer free shipping, that is a very, 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 very good idea. Now, not to say you shouldn't offer another shipping offer that cost money, but give them a free shipping offer. A lot of times free shipping options just take a lot longer to get because you're sending it snail mail, first class mail, and it's going to take 7 days. If that person's impatient and they want it in 2 to 3 days, they might be willing to spend that $4 or $5. So give different options, but make sure free is an option. And sometimes it only makes sense to do that over a certain dollar amount depending on your margins. For example, we only offer free shipping if you spend over $100. doing something like that also incentivizes somebody to spend a little bit more money. So if they've got $87 in their shopping cart and they see that they only need to spend $13 more to get free shipping, and shipping is like $15, you'd much rather put something in your cart that's $15 and get something for your money than spend the $15 on shipping. So there's that. There's a lot of different ways and strategy behind some of that kind of stuff as well, but free shipping offer is always a very good idea. If you can afford it, you can lose money on that very quickly too, so make sure you have the margins. We talked about that in the last vlog. And then like you heard me tell them, and eliminating the friction and getting the flow of your website in place. So when you added a product to the cart on his website, it just said, okay, you've added that, instead of bringing you to the cart page or having a drawer that shows the cart, giving you the ability to check out right then and there. Because after it was added, I was like, all right, well, how do I complete this checkout? So I had to look for the shopping cart button and go to the shopping cart and yada yada yada. So that's something to consider. If your website platform doesn't offer some of the things I'm talking about, I would highly suggest using Shopify and just use a free theme. You don't have to spend money on the theme. You can get started for very little money. You can get started and have a website up and running, and then start implementing all the other stuff as well. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed and got something out of that little meeting phone call thing. This is one of the guys that bought a bottle, showed me a little support. So in exchange for that, I offered him some of my time to help out and kind of help work through some of the trials and tribulations and troubles he's having on his website. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, or shoot me an email to, don't email me. I don't even know what email is best to send it to right now, but send me a message or leave something in the comments, and I'll get back to you. Peace.